going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. I got another tag video. You want to know what it is? Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. So, my homeboy Mr. Cheapo Depot, Mr. Cheap Sense, tagged me to do a video. That video is one fragrance per month, and that fragrance has to match the month that it is in. So, normally it would be 12 fragrances because it's 12 months, but you know I had to add an extra one in there because I have 2 ties. There's 2 months that have 2 fragrances that I just didn't want to leave out. So, no further ado, let's get right to it. For the month of January, we are choosing Money Code Profumo. Why did I choose this one? Because it's a smooth, clean, powdery type of scent that is just sexy. I think it's romantic. I think it smells good on a man my age, which is mid-40s. I'm 44, be 45 in December. I think that's a great fragrance for a man my age. It's gentlemanly. It does have good performance, especially in the winter months. Good performance, good projection. I like it. Price point on that bad boy is about what, $60, $65. I happen to get it in the gift set with it and a 30 mil, which I sold to my boy J. Cole, which helped me recoup some of my money. Okay, that's January. Moving along, the month of February. What happens in the month of February? You guessed it. Yeah, Black History Month and Valentine's Day. Valentine. My wife always tells me I says it wrong, whatever. Valentine Day. So, the 2 fragrances I chose for that month are, one, Bentley for Men Intense. Why? Because on a cool day, and February is one of our coldest months, so I wanted a fragrance that would stand up in the cold and smell good, and Bentley for Men Intense does that. It's masculine, it's boozy, it's strong, it's semi-spicy. It's just a great all-around fragrance, especially for $30. So on a cold February day, I can see myself reaching for that, whether I'm putting on my hoodie and going to a basketball game or just going out on a date. I could see myself reaching for that the entire month. Now, date night on Valentine's night. You're trying to seal the deal with your little honey boo-boo, your little honey bear, your boo thing. Dolce & Gabbana, the One EDP. This is a very masculine but not powerful fragrance. It's very sexy, it's subdued. It says, come here, I want to smell you. What is that you got on? It's a bring them to you scent. It's a draw you closer fragrance, and I like that. Great for a date night. It's not gonna last for maybe 3.5, 4 hours if you're lucky, but that's all you need to get through it. And you maybe hit yourself once or twice for a little touch-up respray, but it's gonna get you through the evening. Great date night. So for the month of February, I chose Dolce & Gabbana, the One, and Bentley for Men Intense. Now, March. Weather in Alabama in March is all over the place, so I chose a fragrance that had enough of everything to handle it. 1 Million Privé. This is one of my favorite fragrances. This bottle is still full because it came with a travel itomizer, and I've been working out of that one. But this is a nice, sexy, masculine, slightly gourmandy type fragrance that just smells good. It's well-rounded. It works well in the Alabama weather. Like I said, March is a fickle month, so you never know what you're gonna get. So my March selection is 1 Million Privé. For the month of April, it's starting to warm up, but you still have some cooler days. So I wanted a fragrance that would do well if it got warm, but would do well in the cool as well. So I chose from the house of YSL, I chose La Homme. Sweet, gourmandy, I mean sweet. This is a sweet fragrance. A lot of people wear this in the summer. I don't recommend wearing this on hot days, simply because I don't think it's going to perform, and I think it's going to heat up and maybe get away from you. So I recommend wearing this in 60 to 80 degree weather, 60 to 80 degree weather. That's what I'm trying to get out. It's just a good smelling, mass appealing fragrance. Nobody's definitely going to tell you that you smell bad. It does smell good. It smells of high quality. The performance on it just isn't the best, but especially for that price. I got a good deal on that one. I think I purchased that one from an individual, and I think I gave him $25 for it, and you see where it's at, and it's 100 mil, so I can't go wrong. Couldn't go wrong with it. And that is my April selection for the month of May. And again, May, this year we had a spring. So May, the first part of it was a little cool. We're at the end of it now, and it's hot and humid, just like it normally is in Alabama. So I wanted a fragrance that would fit both. So I chose from the house of Paco Rabanne's Invictus Intense. This will go well on those springtime nights, because technically we're still in spring. So this one, if it gets hot, it's still got enough of that Paco Rabanne DNA to pull it off and be okay. And if it gets cool, it's fine as well. So what month is that? My May selection, Paco Rabanne's Invictus Intense. For my June selection is what we're fixing to get into. I like this fragrance, Lacoste La Homme. This to me is a sexy, sexy fragrance. This fragrance could have went anywhere in any of these months because it's that versatile. It's one that you can pull off in the wintertime because it's sweet, it's deep, it's rich, and it's one that you can pull off in the summertime because it has a slight rhubarb note in there that just makes it, to me, delicious. I absolutely love this fragrance. For 30 bucks, it's hard to beat this fragrance. I mean, this and Bentley for Men Intense for $30, they're just hard to beat. And that is Lacoste La Homme, and that is my June fragrance. Moving into July. July, I chose something because now we're fully into the summer, but I wanted something that smelled good, but that wasn't over fruity or, your typical summertime fragrance. So what did I choose? Carolina Herrera 212 Man. It smells really, really nice. Just a nice citrus note that runs all the way through the fragrance. It's not over citrusy. It's not overly masculine. It's cool. It's calm. It's refreshing, but it's not a freshie. It smells of quality because it is of quality. Carolina Herrera makes good fragrances. It just smells good. It just, it's just got a great smell to it. I like it. I like it a lot. It's not one that you're going to smell on a lot of people because a lot of people don't wear it. So you're not going to smell it everywhere that you go. It doesn't smell like your typical summertime fragrance, but it is a summery scent. It does smell good, and I just happen to like it. That is July, which is a very hot month in Alabama. Coming to probably the hottest month in Alabama, at least the most humid, is August. So my August selection is from the house of Dunhill, and it is Icon. A lot of people do not like this fragrance. I do, and I get really good performance from this. Not only do I like the bottle, I think it looks classy. It's like a microphone or something. I just like it. I like the bottle, but the scent, again, it's one of those citrus-based fragrances, but it's not your everyday citrus, not something that you're going to smell everywhere that you go. Most people, at least around here, are not even going to be heard of this, and they're definitely not going to be wearing it. Excuse me, my neck's itching a little bit. So that leads me to like it even more because I can't stand to wear a fragrance and everybody be like, ooh, you got on such and such. That's not my style. I don't particularly like that. So for the month of August, I chose Dunhill Icon. Again, that is a great performing fragrance on my skin. I get good longevity and projection, and it's a citrusy fragrance, but it's not over the citrus. Now, this one on the list, and this is for the month of September. And the weather in September, now we're starting to cool down slightly. Now we're not in the 90s bumping 100 every day. Now we're in the 80s bumping 90s every day. The fragrance that I chose for that is Dior Sauvage, the EDT. Now, everybody knows this fragrance, so it doesn't need a whole lot of explaining or whatever. But there's some fruit in the EDT at the top of it that I think lends it to warmer weather. And in September, especially towards the end of September, you may get a few days where it's in the 60s at night. So if you're wearing this on a nighttime journey or a date or whatever, it will definitely go well. You may not want to wear it in the direct heat of September, but depending on where you are, the temperatures vary. I'm in Alabama, so this is one I would have to tame my sprays a little bit and maybe only go 2 sprays if it was hot. But if it's towards the sunset or the evening in Alabama, perfect. I'll be just fine. You know all about it. Crowd pleasing, mass appealing, great fragrance, great performance, great longevity, monster projection, does everything it's supposed to do for a fragrance. And that is the month of September. Now, September just happens to be like my favorite month of the year. Why? It's the start of football season. My anniversary's in September. My wife's birthday is in September. September is just a great month to me. So I love that month. Now, we're coming into the month of October, and I just had to spray a little bit of this on. The scent that I chose for the month of October is from Hugo Boss, and it is the scent Intense. I like this one for the month of October for one reason, that juice. It just looks like the fall. For two, the smell, the booziness, the spiciness that's in it, it just reminds me of a fragrance that you want to reach for, especially middle to late October, where the temperatures may be 75 degrees for the high, maybe 80 on average here in I said September. In October, it's about 75, 80 degrees on average for the high. In the nighttime, it starts to cool off a little bit. This is one that I think would go great on a nice October evening. It's sophisticated, it smells good, it's charming, it's boozy. It's just a great fragrance, and it just reminds me of October. One, for the color, and two, for the scent. It just reminds me of being outside, or being around a pumpkin patch, or being around a pumpkin. Just the smell of fall is what it reminds me of. And that is, which one is this? I don't want to get it confused. This is the scent Intense. Really nice fragrance. I have the scent Intense and Private Accord. I need to get the scent as well, but that's Intense, and I like it. Now, November. What happens in November? Thanksgiving. Holidays. So, what do I think about? Burberry London. I like this fragrance. I like it a lot. It just reminds me of the holidays. It's just warm, pine needly, just, a light fragrance. I don't get very good performance out of this, though. I won't lie. But that's fine. I can reapply it. Nobody around me is going to be like, you're too loud with that fragrance. It smells good. But this just, to me, reminds me of the holidays. It looks like the holidays. It feels like the holidays. So I could easily see this being worn on Thanksgiving Day. Whether you eat, some people eat 2 or 3 days that weekend because of the family, situation. So some people are eating Thursday, Friday, Saturday, But that's just a fragrance that just reminded me of the holidays, and that is my November representative, and that is Burberry London. Now, for the last and final month of the year, which is December, and it is a tie. And these are two very distinct fragrances, polarizing in my opinion. The first one is from Happy Land Studios, E.J. Wells, Happy Land Studios, and it is Home for the Holidays. What does this one smell like? Like somebody been baking all day. And it is a strong fragrance, as all of EJ's fragrances are. 3 sprays of this, maybe 4, and you're good. Neck, chest, back of the head, and maybe wrist, and you're good. You're good. This is going to last you all day, and you're going to smell like you came home from the holidays, baked cookies and just baked goods or whatever. So maybe you're rocking this one on Christmas Eve when you're going to your in-laws for dinner, or vice versa, however you do it, or grannies or whatever. And then Christmas Day, you got another dinner. You want to dress up a little bit more on Christmas Day and be a little bit more fly, masculine, manly. You want them to feel you and think, man, you smell good. George Zaharoff, Signature Per Home, had to be in this list for December because it just smells good. It's the perfect scent. It's well blended. And again, this one could have been in 4 or 5 of these months. Excuse me, easily been in any of these months. It is a great fragrance. It smells good. It's well-rounded. It's well blended. But I chose it for December. This would be my Christmas. This would be my Christmas Day scent. I just like it. Smells good. There you have it. Those are my 14 fragrances for 12 days of the year. I'm not going to tag anybody, but anybody that sees this, well, yes, I am too. I'm going to tag Manuel from Manuel's House of Aroma. If you see this, do this video, 1R detailing. If you watch this to the end, please do this video. I know Sam has already been tagged. I think that's it. That's enough. That's 2. This is a difficult video. Barry from Centralized, if you want to do this, you do it. as well. Okay? All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here because this video's already been 15 minutes and it's going to take forever to load. But I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I know some of you had to go back to work after Labor Day, and it's just like, yeah. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. We're close to 750 subs. Let's get to 800 so we can knock down that 1,000. All right, guys, be sure to like, share, and sub. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. And, man, excuse me. And until next time, guys, peace.